If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Hey, DJ Akademiks, hey, he responded, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about like he came out throwing blows, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let me stop. Let me, because I ain't trying to instigate nothing like that, though. But allow me to say this right here. The brother came out and he responded. And to be truthful, the way that he responded, I'm kind of like thrown back by it. But hey, we are who we are, right? You know what I mean? So what I would like to do is I'm going to break his response down in sequences. Like I'm going to break it down in intervals so that we can get a better understanding as to what he's saying and how he going about this response. Check it out. Hey, YB fans. Hey, look, I know how y'all is about YB. Hey, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That's DJ Akademiks telling y'all to go to hell. That ain't hood educated, man. Don't be sending me no death threats and all that old type of stuff. Hey, look, that's him. That ain't me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But as y'all can see, man, I'm talking about like he took it personal. He told YB fans, man, look, y'all go to hell, man. Y'all seen how he did me. Y'all seen how YB, how he did me. He don't care about nobody but himself and all that. So let me say this right here. Let me say this to you, DJ Akademiks. If your relationship with YB was that tight and y'all was that close to the point where, you feel as though, he doesn't care about you and that, you know what I mean, that he's all about himself, why would you do anything with somebody that is opposed to him and what he got going on? Now, understand, you a man, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? But when you calling somebody your friend, when you calling somebody y'all close and stuff like that, just out of respect for them, you would understand that there's boundaries. And you would say, hey, Lil Durk, man, I like what you're doing and all that, man. But, I'm this my homeboy, man. And I like the relationship that we got. And I don't want to like ruffle no feathers or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying if it's that serious. I'm not saying that it was that serious, y'all. I'm just saying that if their relationship is that serious, the way that he's acting and the way that YB acting, because they like really arguing, you know what I'm saying? They really at each other's throats about this whole thing. You know what I mean? So if it was that serious, I believe that, you should have just held down and say, hey man, look, I just can't work with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here. So you can't blame YB for being mad. You can't blame him for being mad because he thought that y'all relationship was like that. You see? And that's why he going off like, oh man, okay, then you dealing with my ops. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with Lil Durk. You kicking it with him. You doing interviews with him. So obviously he must have thought that y'all was like that. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, like, hey, this a cold-blooded demonstration going on, but allow me to say this right here. When it comes to this money, when it comes to this clout and this attention and all this old type of stuff, this will tell you who your real friends is. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people change when the conditions change. What you mean, hood educated? What you talking about? Allow me to break it down for y'all. When we poor, broken, starving, hey, yeah, we buddy, we gang. But now that I done elevated, I'm starting to see some money. Look, I ain't got time to be gang banging no more, bro. I'm over here hustling. I'm getting this money. You see what I'm saying? And no disrespect to you because you still want to gang bang, but the conditions done changed for me. I got to start thinking about bigger and better things now. I'm getting money now. I'm thinking about my health and, my kids and, cars I want to drive and all type of stuff. You still back here thinking about gang banging. And a lot of the times, some people would see that and be like, hey man, that's a disrespect because you don't care about the gang no more. Now you on to something different. I say all that to say this right here. DJ Akademiks did what he wanted to do. So that tells me that even though, you mad at NBA Youngboy because of how he reacting, you can't do nothing but blame yourself, bruh. Because look what you did that caused his reaction. And now, y'all like this here. Y'all into it. Y'all clashing. Now, the other part of his response was this right here. Check it out. Now, look, this part right here, come on, bro. Like, I think you think that we, come on, Akademiks, man. I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, it's plain to see, man. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all this video so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see in that video, the camera does show the mall. If I'm not mistaken, all my hood educated residents, that's in California, that's in LA. My homeboy Seti Nash, man, if you watching, man, let us know something, right? Is the Beverly Hills Center on the right side of that video that I just showed y'all? Or is the Beverly Hills Center on the same side as the gas station where Lil Pop and Quando Rondo was ambushed at? Because if the Beverly Hills Center or mall is on the right side, why is the camera leaning towards the left showing the gas station? Shouldn't the camera be all on the right side showing, the mall and how beautiful it is and stuff like that? But instead, you see that camera go over there to that mall just for 1 second, if it's on the right side, and then after that, it's all over there by that gas station. And then, not only that, that Lil Durk in the background. Then you get the clipping of you and Lil Durk doing the interview. So, for you trying to say that, hey man, you don't care about no gas station, you know what I'm saying? And you don't care about that, and that you were just showing everybody this beautiful mall, in Beverly Hills, and you in LA and stuff like that. I don't know about that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hood educated, not lane related. I don't think I can go for that one right there. I mean, y'all jump in the comment section and y'all let me know. Is he being truthful about that, or is he lying? We gonna just, come on. Is he being truthful, or is he lying? Now, if you ask me, if that camera went to the left like we just seen it, and that Beverly Hills Mall ain't on the left side, it's on the right side, you lying, bruh. I just got to keep it 100 with you, man. You lying like a motherfucker, man. You showed, pardon my language, you showed that death site for a reason. And you played that Lil Durk music for a reason. And you showed the fact that you and Lil Durk got an interview coming up for a reason. For everything that's happening right now, we talking about it. Everybody, we talking about it. And not only that, the YB fans and the Lil Durk fans, they interested. You see what I'm saying? So if that's your play, hey man, hey, do what you got to do, but just understand the game that you playing. Now, like I say, I believe that the brother lying about that whole demonstration. Y'all jump in the comments and y'all let me know. Now, we're gonna break down one more. Check this out. Now, as y'all can see, right, after all that, that is a clear diss to YB. He steady throwing shots. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you sold 50K and that's sad for the most famous rapper and all that. You know what I mean? And then after that, I ain't picking no sides. You know, I'm a businessman and, you know, and all this old type of stuff. Listen, man, allow me to say this right here. We do what we want to do, and I understand that. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your life, bro. But at the same time, you always got to understand that for every action, there's a reaction. You can't be doing stuff like that and being disrespectful and then not to expect that there's going to be some type of reaction to it. Now, like I said in my old video, the one that I just did about you, that you have the power and the authority to clear all this up. And it appears that you tried to, but you still trying to be tough with it though. I don't give about no gas station, and I don't care if millionaires is making millions off they beef, and man, I don't give a, you know what I mean? It sounds like you still trying, and hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But at the same time now, if them boys come with that pistol play, because of what you done did and how you trying to act, then you can't be mad about that. You can't be upset about that. But I know one thing, when they do come, being that they done synced you, talk about calling the police and you know how you ain't a gangster and how you will hurry up and call 911 if something happened. They already know in their mind that when they do come, they got to get the job done. Can't be no opportunities for you to get on the phone and call the law and all that old type of stuff. No, they gonna come and they gonna come serious. But not only that, we got to understand something. Like a lot of people, and let me speak to the hood educated residents and the guests about this right here. Understand something, because a lot of people believe, I call the police, I'll call the police. Listen, these young boys out here is killing on camera now. You think they give a damn about you calling the police? They killing on camera. They don't care about you calling the police. And not only that, by the time you call the police, you Swiss cheesed up. You leaking everywhere, blood coming out of all type of holes. And you trying to call the police with all these holes in your body and all this old type of stuff. Now you think you just finna grab the phone and call the police with all that adrenaline pumping through your body, blood everywhere. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. And like I say, the police, by the time you call the police, the crime already done happened. Police, probably 95% of the time, the police come after the crime done happened already. They come after the shooting. They come after the robbery, after the murder. Very seldomly that the police is right there when people are committing crimes. So even though you got in your mind, hey, I'm gonna call the police, they coming after. The job already been done. You see what I'm saying? So to protect yourself against all that, make a speedy reparation. Instead of saying that, you know, all that tough stuff that you were saying, man, this ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing. Look, a person told me one time, he say, your intentions might be well, right? But if the people believe your intentions to be something else than what you intended, then you have a duty to correct it. You have a duty to correct it. Because if you don't, then you are saying, hey, yeah, this is what I meant. And the way that y'all interpreting that, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, I'm standing on that. You see? So, like I said before, brother, if I was you, I mean, making all the money that you making, living in that big old fancy house, driving these cars and stuff like that, I'll make a speedy reparation. Hold on. Because, you know, you see the fans and you see everybody. They say, nah, this what he doing. Hurry up. Hey, nah, hold on, y'all. Look, hold on. Let me clarify something. Let me make a PSA, a public service announcement. Let me put this out here. And that ain't got nothing to do with me being a coward or a punk or nothing like that. That got something to do with me wanting to preserve my life and everything that I got going on, to protect everything that I got going on, instead of causing some people that's in the hood that ain't got, I'm talking about a tenth of what I got, whose feelings is hurt and willing to kill behind that. Let me tell y'all a quick story, and then I'm gonna get on up out of here. I remember back in the day, I'm talking about, y'all listen, man, me and my bro, we was Tupac fans. Me and all the brothers. We even thought Tupac was a vice lord. And look, I'm talking about like the GDs and the vice lords, like we really thought Tupac was a vice lord because he had that ring with that 5-point stone and he kept his hat banged to the left, right? So with us as vice lords feeling that way, we felt some type of connection. Yeah. And he's the #1 rapper. So when he gets shot, to us, they shot a vice lord. Listen, I'm telling y'all the truth. When Pac got shot, hey, they shot one of the brothers. Who did it? Biggie Smalls and Puff Daddy and them, they had something to do with it. They shot Pac. They shot one of the lords. I'm telling y'all how I was thinking as a young man, 17, 18, 19, right? Over north in Minneapolis, there's a radio station called KMOJ 89.9. Whenever you come to Minnesota, put it on there. You're going to get your hip hop, your R&B, and all that old type of stuff, right? The radio station was in the projects over north in my neighborhood. This is where the rappers used to have to come. NWA, all them had to come to this radio station in the projects. And we out there like this here. You see what I'm saying? They had to come through the hood to get to the radio station and promote the show. Listen, y'all. Me and the Lords, being that we believe that Biggie had something to do with shooting Tupac, who we believe was one of the Lords, if Biggie came down there, in the projects to promote his show and stuff like that, hey, we was ready. Crazy, right? You think like, man, what? For real? Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. But we young. We influenced by Tupac. We young. And we really believe in our mind that we'll be doing something good. Look, now I sit back and I think about that. I be like, man, I'm happy Big ain't never come to the projects. I'm happy he ain't never come down there. But in our young mind, our young influenced mind, we really believe and entertain the thoughts that, hey, if he come down here and we put this work in on him, man, we doing something good. Yeah, they shouldn't have shot that brother like that. They bogus for that. No, we gonna get his get back. So I'm saying all that to say this right here, y'all. If we was doing that and our mindset was that back in the 90s, hey, look, don't nothing change but the names. These kids that's out here running around here with them switches and all that, and them AK-47s and them AR-15s, they got the same type of mindset, bro. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed but the weather and the names and the faces. That's all. So I'm saying all that to say this right here. Look, man, you got to be careful out here when you playing with these rappers. I'm just being 100. You got to be careful out here because these young boys, these young gangbangers and stuff like that are really influenced by what these rappers be doing and what they be saying. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Let me give a shout out to Sweet Life for the $25 super thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me give a shout out to TPG for the $20 super thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me give a shout out to Thomas Clace for the $5 Venmo. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me give a shout out to Eddie Smith for the $5 Cash App. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And let me give a shout out to Justin Scott, one of my GD brothers, for the $5.74 Cash App. A lot of y'all caught that, but a lot of y'all didn't. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.